Coming to you live from the Rivers Cuomo Plaza in beautiful Cutlet, New York, it's Please Take Your Seats with Gramm T. Gibbon.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming here today. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming here today. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming here today. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming here today. Fuck, this thing won't stay. I don't know what I'm twisting. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing tonight? It is great to see you. Hey, Billy, track me. Billy, track me. Track me. It's absolutely great to see everyone here tonight. I'm so happy that I could be here. I'm so happy that you could join me on this wonderful night. It has been a hard fought battle. It has been a hard fought battle getting this show. We have fought tooth and nail. We have lobbied. We were lobbying for about 6.5 months. We were lobbying. I had this idea. I always wanted, ever since I started out streaming. Ever since I started out streaming, I had always wanted to eventually make the transition into television, and today we are finally able to make that transition into television. and I am so excited. I'm so happy. I am so wonderfully happy. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, everybody. And how's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? I've already noticed that we have one donator. God's Fire, thank you so much for donating to the show. Every donation goes a long way. I have a lot of bills that I need to pay. I have a lot of employees that I now need to pay. I was given a small grant by the mayor of wonderful Cutlet, New York, Mayor Jorge Pachulo. Excellent person. I've met him. I've shaken his hand. Great guy. I will be voting for him. I will be voting for him in the very next election. If I remember to register, that is. No, but seriously, register to vote. And even if you don't vote, just register to vote. Thank you so much. I just want to read. I want to read some of the wonderful donators. We have donators internationally. If you are watching in the public access in Cutlet, New York, the city that I live in, then you know that it's a wonderful town. It's a small town. I am not only broadcasting this to all of you out there in Cutlet, New York, in a 6-mile radius of the wonderful Cuomo Plaza, the wonderful Cuomo Plaza, but I am also streaming this on the internet, on the interwebs. So this is kind of an international thing. It's kind of public access, but it's also kind of international. So let me just say, I think these people are from Cutlet, New York. Advanced Hominid, thank you so much. Unfortunately, my monitor, the prompt that I have over here on the side, doesn't let me see how long you've been subbed, but I see there's a 1 there. So thank you for subbing for at least 10. Thank you so much for donating to the show. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means the absolute world to me. I also see Dragon Slayer also contributed to the show as well. And I just want you to know all the proceeds for the show goes directly into my pocket. And that means the absolute world to me. Bin Boy as well. Bin Boy, thank you so much for supporting this growing show. Thank you so much. This is the new primetime show of Cutlet, New York, everybody. So thank you so much. Cutlet, New York, folks. Cutlet, New York. Thank you for the 23 months. Dong Silvers, thank you so much for the subscription as well. And Shimble, thank you so much. Thank you. Can we get an applause for Shimble? Thank you so much, Shimble. Thank you so much. Wow, I'm absolutely blown away. Thank you so much for the 5 subs. Shimble, I'm absolutely blown away. And Darth, a longtime contributor, even before I made it big in public access. Let's get an applause for Darth. Somebody that's always frequently so generous, a frequent contributor to the show. Wonderful guy, wonderful person. Tentacle Meow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much, Tentacle Meow. God's Fires, oh my God, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. I am so blessed. Hey, can you go position 1 for me? Position 1. We went over this. Position 1. There you fucking go. This kid. I'm sorry, I can't swear on public access. God's Fires, thank you so much for the generous donation. All the proceeds go directly into this show and directly into my back pocket. So thank you so much. We have fought long and hard. Thank you so much again, everybody. God's Fires, Tentacle, Darth, everybody so much. I need to go over here and hold on. I don't know where my mouse is. Shimble, thank you so much, Shimble. Silvers, Bin Boy, Shimble, thank you. Really, man, 5. Wow, thank you so much, dude. Bin Boy, Dragon Slayer, Advanced Hominid, God's Fires, thank you so much. We have a wonderful show for you today. We have a couple of guests lined up. Roaring Flames. Thank you so much. A long-standing member of this community. He's been here since the beginning. He's been here. We started from the bottom, and now we're here. Just like Drake said in his iconic song, we started from the bottom. Now we're here. On the top floor. I'm just checking my text messages real quick. On the top floor of Rivers Cuomo Plaza. Wonderful historic building, wonderful location. I'm so grateful to be here. I have to personally thank once again the Mayor Jorge Pachulo. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody at the Comptroller's office. Truly, if it wasn't for everybody here, the people at the Comptroller's office, and all the generous people subscribing, donating, everything, I don't think I could have made it here today. And truly, it was only because of your support. Follow me, track me. Can you fucking listen? Track me. It's only because of your support that I am able to have this show today. The only reason we have this show, the extensive lobbying and everything, but we got this show because we already had a kind of a built-in audience. And that's something that Miriam's baking show didn't have. So sorry, Miriam, you lost it. Sorry, Miriam, you lost it. You don't have. That's not the right. Hold on.
No, not for me.
So hold on. Sorry, Miriam, you lost the time slot. I'm now the king of Cutlet, New York. I'm now the king. Me. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. I've always been fascinated, intrigued, and in love. I've always been in love with late night television ever since I was a little boy, and I saw late night. And I saw Stephen Colbert. Always been a big fan of Stephen Colbert. Always been a big fan of Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, David Letterman, Conan O'Brien, Seth Meyers, Johnny Carson. Always been a big fan of late night television. I knew that one day if I applied my mind to it, I dedicated to it, I did everything I can, I would one day be able to stand here today with the greats, with these great titans of show business, of late night show television. So thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so ecstatic to be here. We have been fighting tooth and nail for the last 6 months. There was a lot of initial resistance. To giving me that this show. Miriam has had that this time slot for years, for decades, from before I was born. She's had this time slot. And, I think it's very indicative of how times they are a-changin', like Bob Dylan once sang. Times they are a-changing. So anyway, we have a wonderful show for you guys tonight. Absolutely amazing show. It is going to be absolutely incredible. But just like all the great late night show hosts, thank you so much, Shogun. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Wow, Shogun, thank you so much. Your donations are going directly back into this show. A little bit's going to the camera boy, young Billy here, who's not doing a very good job, I would have to say. I actually didn't have much of a budget. They actually didn't give me much of a budget. That was part of the reason that this show was so, considered for this time slot is, minimal budgets. So I did get Billy from the from Mother Clarity's orphanage. I'm kind of renting him out. I'm kind of like trying out the kid, is what I told them, just to see if I like him. And then I'm gonna, return him once he's finished recording. But he's doing a terrible job. You're doing a terrible job, Billy. You're doing a terrible job, Billy. I do have to say, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. Leading up to this show, I thought, man, all these great late night show hosts, all these great late night show talking hosts, people that talk and they have their own shows. All of them are very, very well read. They're intellectuals. Position one. They're intellectuals. They're smart. They're intelligent. And I've always thought myself as smart, but compared to some of these greats, I don't hold a candle. I don't hold a candle to these guys. So I went down to the library. Over on 4th. You all know the one. If you're from Cutlet, New York, you know the one. And I went down to the library. I went inside and I asked the librarian, I say, hey, I'm looking to improve my vocabulary. I've always been struggling to kind of express myself, put my words into verbal, physical form that can go inside of your ears. So I'm looking for something small. I'm looking for something nice. Do you guys have any dictionaries? You guys have any dictionaries down here at the library? And she says, oh, yes, we have dictionaries. Of course, we have dictionaries. But it's the library, right? It's the library. And, if there's one thing I know about librarians, they're always trying to sell you something. If there's one thing I know about librarians, they're always trying to upsell you on the next book, on the next big thing. You go in just to pick up a book. You're leaving there with the whole encyclopedia, A to Z. So I go and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to listen to her spiel now. So she starts telling me about all these books. She goes, oh, have you heard of Mark Twain? He wrote some good books. Have you heard of this guy, Dostoevsky? Oh, he's a fantastic one. Meanwhile, I'm in my head, I'm just thinking, I want to get myself a dictionary and get out of here. So she's giving me the tour around the whole library, right? And she's showing me all these dusty tomes. And I'm going through, I couldn't care less. We finally get to the end, and I'm like, all right, so how about that dictionary? And she goes, okay, but before I can get you that dictionary, we're going to have to get you a library card. So now I'm thinking, oh my God, we have to get a library card now. I knew it. These librarians, you can't trust them. These librarians, you can't. They're always trying to sell you something. Now they're trying to sell me a library card. I go, no way. No way. I do not want your library card. I don't want your library card. I came in for a simple dictionary. And I don't want whatever you're selling. All right? Okay? I don't want whatever you're selling. So we start kind of arguing back and forth. I say, she says a couple things. I say a couple of very specific threats. And it gets to the point where I'm like, all right, look, how much money is it going to cost for me to just buy this book? I don't want any library cards. They're always trying to give me cards everywhere. Best Buy, membership cards, GameStop. They're always trying, I don't want any more cards. I have enough cards. My wallet is full of cards right now. My wallet is full of cards. So how much is it going to cost for me to just buy this book and for you to let me leave with this dictionary? So she says, all right, look, I just want you out of here. The retail for that library book is $22.50. $22.50. So I pull out my wallet. I pay her. I go, all right, take the money. Then I go home. I'm so grateful. I can finally go home. I can finally sit down, relax, and read my dictionary so that I can expand my vocabulary. I sit at my desk. It's a beautiful desk, kind of like this one, kind of like the one I have right here. Maybe a little. This one's a little nicer. But I finally sit down at my desk. I put down the dictionary. I open up the dictionary. And the pages are all blank. Now I'm steaming mad. I'm hopping mad. I'm so angry. I call up the library. The librarian answers. And I want to express how angry I am at this person. I'm so hopping mad. I take a big breath and I get ready to yell at them. I take a big breath. I get ready to yell at them. And nothing comes out. I don't have any words for how angry I am. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. It's going to be a wonderful show. Everybody. Thank you so much. Fuck, it's not playing. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. So today we have a wonderful guest. I don't know if you guys can see this back here. Billy, position 3. I don't know if you guys can see right here. We have our wonderful guest waiting for us. I'm so excited. To introduce him. I'm going to go ahead and bring him in right now. I don't know where the mouse is. Hello, what's going on? Thank you, everybody. Please Give a big round of applause for famous Ivan. Please, a big hearty round of applause. Hello, everybody. Hello, Ivan. How's it going?
I'm doing well. Thank you for bringing me to your great, amazing show. Looks great.
Thank you so much, Ivan. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you could be here. I'm so glad that you could be here. I'm so excited that you could be here. I've always wanted to interview you. You're somebody I find just so fascinating, just so interesting. I think that you have so many stories to tell. You know, you've been all over the country. You've been to every single TwitchCon since the first one, right?
Yes, sir.
Every single TwitchCon since the original one, and that's an achievement. I think that's a grand achievement. So, Ivan, I want to ask you, seeing the evolution of TwitchCon from the beginning, what was the original TwitchCon like? Can you tell me?
Well,
Position one?
from what I remember, it was hosted in San Francisco Convention Center, and it was very expensive. It was like the Big Bang of wow, I'm here. The show floor was amazing. It was a bit smaller than smaller than I expected. It was great. It was all great. It was good. And meeting a lot of great people who I watch or people watch me, and it was great. It was a lot of hugs, a lot of high fives, and look one another. And now we have a familiar place to hang out and get to know each other and meet up with your peers. And yeah, it was good, and there was a lot of learning. It was learning a lot of things, but it was great. It was cool. That's all I have. Yes, that's from what I remember. It's been a while. It's been forever ago. Good old times.
Good old times. Do you remember anybody that you met in that original TwitchCon that just kind of left a big impact on you? Just kind of really stayed in your mind and made you you just remember them to this day. You remember that interaction to this day?
Well, I got my badge and went downstairs just ready to get off, and it was day 0 from what I remember, and ran into Elohim, and it was a great friend, and meeting up with him, and he just pulled me on the side, and we got into a tour around the convention and getting to know the staff members and all that. And the big impact. Oh, what was that? Sorry.
No, go ahead, please.
Oh, the best impact was he got proposed. Now wife proposed to him in front of everyone, and the CEO, all the staff members were there, and just big proposal. It was a big impact. It was really cool, and apparently it was live streamed, and they're all gathered around, congratulate him and his lovely wife. And that's it. That was really all about. It's just a whole bunch of friends hanging out.
I think that perfectly encapsulates kind of all this this internet culture. A lot of it is very casual. A lot of it's very just about friends, kind of hanging out. You know, me personally, I made that. You know, I'm making that transition. I made the transition from kind of an internet sort of celebrity, kind of celebrity, to now I'm kind of on television now. You're on my television show. You ever been on a TV show before?
No, this is my first time.
Yeah, I bet you haven't.
Hi, Mom.
Hello, Ivan's mom.
Hi, Mommy.
So, Ivan, I am just curious because you do just have all this experience. You do just have all this experience in all these TwitchCons and all these amazing places. Did you have any interactions that just stayed in your mind out of all the TwitchCons? What was the greatest moment? What was the moment that surprised you or made you smile or made you angry? You wanted to fight somebody? or something along those lines. What kind of just these raw, visceral emotions, moments did you have at any of these Twitch cons?
At any of these Twitch cons?
Yeah.
Not sure about angry. It was just very happy and glad and meet everyone.
What was the most glad you've ever been?
I want to say I want to say in San Diego. San Diego was pretty great. It was amazing. Sunny. And it was just outdoors and stuff like that, and we're just meeting up with a bunch of people, and it was a great experience in San Diego.
Did you ever meet any celebrities?
Celebrities. A lot of, I don't know. I look at them as famous celebrities. They're other people such as, I don't know, big streamers. Like those are celebrities, right? They're great.
Yeah, they're all right. I think television, you know, I mean, if you're on TV, that's like a whole different beast. But yeah, there are some celebrities on the internet. How do you feel about kind of living in the modern era where you can just become a celebrity on the internet? How do you feel about that?
Being a celebrity on the internet? Well,
Yeah, how do you feel about that? A celebrity, you know.
a celebrity.
Position 2?
Well, you gotta be catching up with everyone and be just interact with a bunch of people and get it with other people times. I don't know. It's, what do you want me to say? Like, it's just that's what it is, right? Just be famous and be great and catch up with times.
Position 3?
Keep it up. I don't know. That's my answer.
Insightful, very insightful. I actually have another guest here on the show as well. If I could please, ladies and gentlemen, if you could put your hands together. Position 1. Position 1. Billy, you mother. If everyone could put their hands together, please introduce to the stage right now my good friend, my good colleague, Nietzsche. Nietzsche, you there?
Hello. Pleasure to be on this new program. Back on the TV. TV is a whole different beast, like you said, and it's great to get this opportunity to come out on a new public access program.
It's not every day. You got to be the first guest in a brand new show. So I do want you guys to just understand how much of an opportunity I'm giving you today. Being here.
This is great.
Well, you're setting the bar high for future guests.
That's right. I'm setting the bar very high. We've set an expectation. We've set a standard with famous Ivan and Nietzsche. I'm so glad. Nietzsche, I have to ask, have you ever been to any of these Twitch cons? You ever been to any of these conventions at all?
I used to go to conventions, never TwitchCon. I had a question for Ivan about TwitchCon.
Oh, let's hear it.
This most recent one was in Vegas. What's the best Vegas hotel? What's the best casino? Where do you get the most money?
With the most money? Well, it was at the place I was staying at. At the moment, I'll get you the name, but it was really great. It was like 3 different towers and they all stick together. It's called, starts with a V, Valao, or I don't remember at the moment, but I'll get you an answer very soon if you want.
Yeah, get us an answer. You did any gambling while you were there in Vegas?
Yeah,
Did you
gamble?
Position 1.
You bet on horse races?
You do any betting? You win any money? You lose any money?
How much money did you lose?
How much money did you lose?
You really want to know?
Yes, I do. Yes, I really want to know.
Unfortunately, when I was driving to Las Vegas, I lost my ID, so I couldn't gamble and
Oh my fucking god.
How did you lose your ID?
While driving.
While driving.
Well, I was okay. Hear me out. Okay, I was getting ready. I was working and I was busy on that one, and I decided to I'm ready to go from home to work, drive directly to Vegas, and I was midway to Las Vegas, and I check on my pocket and it's not there, and I'm like, darn, where the hell is it? And I wait, can I say darn on live television?
Just be careful. Just be careful.
Okay.
You're getting really close. You're getting really close to not some language we
man.
can't have.
Okay. They I went to look all over the place, and I got a temporary license on the paper. The good thing I had my ID photographed on my phone, so I had to show that to some bartenders and stuff like that. But apparently,
they did not let you buy alcohol with the photo of an ID. Stop.
Well, I mean, he doesn't look 20. If I was a bartender, I
Position 3.
What?
Wait, don't flip this on me. Ivan looks like he can legally drink. Is no one backing me up on this? Am I
drink,
alone?
Right? I could drink. Look. I'm old enough, right?
No, not for me.
Right?
No, he just got out of high school.
I think Ivan. I think you look fantastic. I think you look great, Ivan. I think you look fantastic. Nietzsche, you said you used to go to cons. What cons did you go to? If you're willing to admit that.
Ooh, I went to Comic-Con.
Position 2.
Whoa, what Comic-Con?
The Comic-Con. I'm not gonna specify.
You went to Comic-Con. Yeah. What did you see at Comic-Con?
Emerald City Comic-Con. I went to Comic-Con.
Wow.
And I bought a sticker that had Frasier on it.
That had Frasier?
Yeah, it was Frasier and it was Niles on the sticker.
The boxer?
No, the psychologist from Cheers.
Never heard of it. So I've actually been to a couple of conventions myself. Back in high school, I also went to Comic-Con, although this was a different Comic-Con. This was Comic-Con in New York. This was a Comic-Con in New York, and I remember I had met my Irish friend. I remember I had met my Irish friend down there. Wonderful guy, wonderful, great Irish guy. And we went around the convention together. We were really excited. And, we were really excited to go into the Marvel. We were really excited to go into the Marvel panel and figure out, learn all the Marvel stuff, all the stuff that Marvel has going on. So, we sit down and, they start saying all these buzzwords, and they start saying, all these kind of woke stuff, And so me and my Irish friend, we got up and we got the hell out of there. We got the hell out of there. Me and my Irish friend, woke stuff. I can't stand woke stuff. Very I'm against it. Personally. We get a little political on this talk show. It's late night.
We can talk about politics.
Yeah, what's going on? Hold on, what's going on in the news right now? News. Oh, they're doing what in Israel? No, never mind. We don't get political on this show. This is a family-friendly show. We do not get political on this show. I broke the fucking stand already. We don't get political on this show. We don't get political. We're moving on to a different topic. So this most recent TwitchCon, you said you went, you had a great time, you had a lot of fun time. You're going to this upcoming BlizzCon as well, right? You're going to this upcoming BlizzCon coming up.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm pogging out.
You're pogging out. That's for all the viewers that are in here in the 6 mile radius around Cutlet, New York. Pogging out is an internet term for kind of being excited.
Well, I think they're still stuck on figuring out what TwitchCon is. I think they think it's probably a narcotics show.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
So, what are you looking forward to the most in BlizzCon coming up? What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, I'm very excited about the next thing for World of Warcraft, and what they're gonna do, announcements and stuff like that, and Diablo 4. I can't wait.
Diablo 4 and Diablo 4, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't Diablo 4 come out? Wasn't it like a mobile game? Position 2?
Oh, you're talking about
Position 3?
Diablo Immortal. That's the mobile game.
Wasn't that Diablo 4? Wasn't it universally hated?
Me.
No, it's Diablo Immortal. That's the mobile game.
Didn't everybody really hate the last Diablo game? They just thought it was really just a dog shit kind of brain dead game. Nobody liked it. That's why they're making Diablo 4 so soon after, right? Because the last one just flopped and just failed it just failed so terribly.
It was great because I could swipe my credit card and get so much loot, and it was great. It was amazing. It was like going to Vegas to win things.
Which you couldn't do because you lost your ID. So Ivan, you're kind of friends with a few of the Blizzard developers, or at least you've met them, you've talked to them.
Great people.
You have any insider information?
Well,
you have any insider information on? I'm sorry. He's...
What? What?
He's...
What?
Position 1. You have any insider information? You have any idea what they might be planning in the future? What they might be planning for the near future?
Well, all I know was, and the next
whoa.
It's a lot of great stuff, man.
Pull it on the epitaphs.
Billy, can you censor that? Can you censor Ivan's opinion on Russia and Ukraine? I don't think we should talk about that on the show.
No, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Censor that! Censor that! Censor that!
Wait. No, wait.
Jesus Christ.
You say we're not getting political. I'm not talking about political. I'm talking about just like and the great games.
Ooh.
BlizzCon.
Yeah, so BlizzCon, what's that usually like? Is there like is it always in the same place?
Yes. Yes.
Is there like a place people go after BlizzCon?
Oh, Disneyland. Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, the greatest parks ever. It's great. It's amazing.
Okay, so people go from BlizzCon to roller coasters
Yes.
and like Disney. Okay.
Remember when the Overwatch League was a thing? What happened to the Overwatch League?
What
That
the
just
fuck is the Overwatch
the
League?
Overwatch League, like 5 years ago, the Overwatch League like started up, and it was like supposed to be this professional esports thing, and it flopped like really hard.
Didn't
The
they get
game
sued or some shit?
did they get sued?
Like
Is that
by
why
the
it,
players?
No.
is that why it failed? It was just incomprehensible to watch. I remember
No.
trying to watch it. It was just incomprehensible. The game was just too bad.
Okay, I'm gonna rant. Okay, I'm going to rant about this.
Please,
Oh,
please
boy.
rant.
It was. Great.
I mean, after what he just said,
That's what he just
No,
said.
no.
Now he's ranting. Now he's fucking
No.
ranting.
that wasn't ranting before. This
wait,
is ranting.
Wait, hold on a minute. I've said a lot of great things about what's going on, but with the Overwatch League, it was great. It was all great until goats come out of nowhere, all tanks, no DPS, and it was all just two healers and a whole bunch of tanks. It was just push, and it was boring. It was very, very, very boring. It was the same thing for the past 3 seasons. It didn't go well, and it got really boring. Now after they finally change a whole bunch of stuff, the game is just CC this, get stall long, flash over here, zoom over there, going over there, and then people don't focus on objective. It's just all over the place. It was great back in the day. Now it's just weird. That's my rant for today. Thank you for my thank you for.
Well, thank you for keeping it PG.
Yes. Oh,
I've
I did a
never
good
played Overwatch, so I can't deny or confirm anything you just said.
job. Overwatch was great. Okay, it was amazing.
I disagree.
Wait, what?
I disagree. I played a little bit of Overwatch back a couple years ago. And playing that game had the same kind of mental effect on me as drinking water from a lead pipe. I think that game was overall kind of negative, kind of like bad for my general health.
I have a question.
So you
Yeah.
like played too much of it?
Were you playing casually or were you playing rank?
I was playing ranked.
What rank are you?
What rank was I? I think I was Silver Elite. But that's neither here nor there. The problem with all those games, League of Legends, Overwatch, Dota, is I'm out here, I'm fragging out, but my team is just so bad. My team is randomly slapping buttons on their keyboard, and me, I play DPS by the way. Me, I'm getting kills. I'm going crazy. I'm in their back lines. I'm picking off, I'm picking off enemies that are like running for health packs. I'm picking off enemies. And, I might die. Yeah, I might die a lot, but it's a high-risk kind of play style. So, yeah, I expect to die a lot. Yeah, I expect that, at the end, my KD might be, 0.79. But that's just because I'm in the back. And I'm fragging. That's just because I'm in the back, I'm fragging, I'm shooting, I'm killing stuff. So yeah, I kind of have like a kind of a problem on a philosophical level with team-based games. You know, I'm a big kind of solo gamer. You know, I'm a big solo gamer. Been getting really into Fall Guys recently. I've been getting really into competitive Fall Guys. I've been really getting into competitive Fall Guys recently. And
What's your rank on Fall Guys?
Oh, Silver Elite. But you know, I'm looking for other avenues. I'm looking for other kind of competitive gaming outlets. I've been thinking, you know, maybe I should get into speed running. You know, that's kind of like a thing I could do by myself. Anything that I don't have to deal with other people, you know. I don't like dealing with a team. I'm not, you know, they're always holding me back. They're always holding me down. I was thinking of getting into speed running, but some of these speed running guys are just crazy. Position two.
Crazy?
Some of these guys, they're just they're crazy. They're crazy. They are absolutely insane. Have you seen the speed run for Super Mario 64?
No, I have not.
You haven't seen the speed. So the speed run for Super Mario 64 is so frame perfect. That in order for you to be able to save any time at all on the run, and this is real, this is proven, you have to simulate the perfect conditions for where a single photon from the sun emanating right off the sun hits the perfect spot on your N64 and flips one of those zeros to a 1 and teleports you 2 meters up into the air just to save any time on one of these runs. So I'm thinking maybe I should do, you know, a different game. I'm thinking maybe I should be like a Garden of Bonbon kind of speedrunner.
I remember you getting so afraid at that game you could almost not continue. Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah, but that was for internet content. That was just for internet content.
It was
two?
gold content to just be standing there for 5 minutes.
Position 3?
I have a suggestion. Like, I could recommend you doing a competitive Steam simulator.
Position 1?
Your power steaming like a house or floor, remove all the dirt. You can do that very fast.
Like in a game or like in real life?
It is real life. It's a simulator. So it's always fun.
I'd rather jump into Yosemite volcano. So I have to ask, Nietzsche, you ever tried to speed run a game? Either of you ever tried to speed run a game?
Yeah. No.
You no?
No.
Yes.
Ivan? Yes, Ivan. What did you try to speed run?
Spyro, Enter the Matrix, Wrath of Heaven. I speedrun a lot of those. And it's because I didn't have a memory card, so I had to leave my PlayStation for a very long time.
Oh yeah. Okay, if we're counting that, Scarface for the PS2 at my friend's house.
Right?
Scarface for the PS2. I remember the days of renting games. I remember the days of renting games, of going to Blockbuster. Does anyone in the audience remember Blockbuster? Hold on, I'm getting that. Does anyone remember Blockbuster? Yes, man, yes. I remember going physically into a store. I unplugged my
I think
mic.
he fucked up his mic.
I unplugged my mic. I remember physically going into a store and having to look through all the physical games, running to the game
That
section,
rocked.
and then just getting a game completely based on the cover art. And here's the thing, all the best games have dog shit cover art. All the best games have dog shit awful cover art. The worst games in the world, those are the games that have good cover art. You know, those are the games that have good cover. I don't know what's with that. I bought this game, and it had the coolest cover art in the world. It had Donkey Kong, or not Donkey Kong. Who's that other famous big gorilla?
Famous ape?
Yeah, who's that other?
King
One of the only
Kong?
two famous. It had King Kong. It had King Kong on the cover, and he's squaring up, and he's going up, and he is fighting a big Gundam robot, I believe. He's fighting a big Gundam robot. I'm so excited. I get the game. I bring it back home. I have it for the weekend, man. I load it up, push it in. The iconic PS2 startup sound. And actually get to the game, and it sucked. It was this fighting game where different it was this fighting game where different kind of kaiju movie monsters fought each other, and it's such a cool premise, but it was terrible. And I've been burnt so many times. I've been scorned so many times in video gaming. It's really tough being a gamer. I think a lot of people don't talk about
It's
how
hard.
tough. It's hard being a gamer. It's hard being. What do you think about that,
It's
Ivan?
very difficult to be a gamer because
Wait,
it's
what
like
do you mean is it tough to be a gamer?
It's
like,
hard being a
you'll go
gamer.
on the
You're always
street and
getting,
people will spit on you and
people will
try and
spit on
beat
you.
with bats.
They'll tear your clothing off. They'll steal your shoes. It's really tough. It's really tough being a gamer in the modern era. In the modern era, especially with all the
Like
the
just
woke.
last week I was at a mall and I was placing my normal order at the the place with the big milkshakes and also the pretzels.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, could you please put a bunch of the pretzel bites inside the milkshake? Because I'm just going to eat them both anyway. And I like dunking them. But, like, could you just, like, put them in there for me? And she was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not doing that for you. And I think it was because I was wearing my Crash Bandicoot shirt.
You know, I feel like sometimes people really, misjudge me, and people make all sorts of wild assumptions and wild judgments and wild speculations about me. Whenever I kind of declare myself as a gamer, all of a sudden everyone's opinions change. Everyone's so much ruder to me. Everyone's so much more malicious to me. They start doing all sorts of evil things to me, and I'm already a person that has to deal with evil things all the time, which is why I don't go around, calling myself a gamer all the time. But sometimes when you're a gamer, you're like really marked you're marked as a gamer. I have a tattoo running all the way up my arm of the hearts from Legend of Zelda, and then the last heart is empty. And I think people see that tattoo and they start making all sorts of judgments, and they start making all sorts of wild speculations and evil criticisms and evil and evil malicious plots in their head how to get at me. And I'm just walking around and I have my shirt that says "You have one life. I'm a gamer. I have infinite lives." And and
Oh, really?
yeah, and people are just really, they're hateful, they're evil, and I don't understand. I think gamers today are. I think gamers today are probably the most persecuted kind of group of people in the world right now.
Yeah,
You know,
I was carrying it just the other day. I'm
mhm.
carrying a marquee sandwich board around myself, right? And I've got written on it, uh, like I'm a gamer. I don't die. I respawn. And a guy comes up to me and he throws a big bucket of something on me. I still don't know what it is. I'm trying to, get it figured out, running experiments. But like it was definitely because I had that marquee board,
it, it cannot be
and
this
it's
bad.
just it's like that. It's like that every day now.
No, 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 no. Hold on.
That's how they want. That's how they want it to be in the media. They want gamers to walk around and have people doing Grand Theft Auto drive-bys on them.
No, but you gotta understand. There's always positivity about gaming. Like, uh, you could you if you took it very serious and you did really well, you could put in your resume. I got a job because I was a gamer.
If you really hunker down, you really
Focus
pick
on your
yourself up,
gaming.
you really focus on your gaming, you really
You
hunker
hunker
down, you
down.
really
You
pull
spend
yourself up
maybe
by the
12 to
bootstraps.
16 hours a
12
day
to
in front of the
16,000 hours
computer. You do
a
that for
year.
Yeah, you do that, you come back and talk to me. You
You
you will
come
see
back
gaming pulls in.
and you can probably make a living doing competitive video games for about 6 months. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't talk about in gaming is the opportunities that you have. Um, Believe it or not, I actually got my start in gaming. That's right. That's right. I actually got my start kind of doing gaming, kind of doing some gaming. I've transitioned away from it, of course, into public access cable. But I was quite, I'm quite the gamer. I'm quite the gamer. I'm quite experienced. Um, you know, I bought every single deluxe edition of every Bethesda game. You know, I'm a real gamer. I do have a I do have a life-sized model of Master Chief's armor in my room. And I think some people don't really understand and really explain how expensive it is to be a gamer. How expensive it is
That's
to be a
right.
gamer. It's rough, you know? It's rough. I find myself my budget's constantly tight. My budget's constantly tight, and all I do is every month I buy a couple of deluxe editions of video games. Um, and I barely have enough left over uh, to finish restoring my original Donkey Kong cabinet. You know, so it's just terrible. It's just terrible being a gamer in this modern era. Ivan,
Yeah.
have you
And
have
these
you
this tiny home thing is really also a dig at gamers because I need like at least two rooms in my house to store the statuettes I get from the collector's editions of various games. I've got my Assassin's Creed Ezio room. I've got Ezio. I've got Native American Ezio. I've got the Ezio before Ezio, and then I've got the guy who's in the modern day, but he's Ezio. Uh, and like I've got the French Ezio. I've got there was one of those games that took place in Haiti. It only came out for the PSP. You played as an assassin in Haiti. And I've got that one. That was a hard statue to get, but I got it. I got the Ezio where he's in the Middle East. I've got the Ezio.
The original one where he's in the Middle East, or the new one where he's in the Middle East?
No, there's like the Ezio who's before Ezio, like the original Ezio.
Oh yeah.
But like I've got both him and I've got like when Ezio was like, I need to go to the Middle East. Uh, and I've got the Ezio from the one mission where you go forward in time and it's Ezio in World War II. And he has to fight blimps. So I've got a lot of these Ezio statues in my house, and I think one day they're going to be worth like quite a lot, if not monetarily. I think they'll be worth a lot just culturally. Like these are artifacts of our time, and I'm just really having trouble storing them all now.
I
You have,
get
like, a
it.
big storage box.
I get it. No, he has multiple rooms where he stores all his figures.
Oh,
I
that's
get it.
amazing.
I'm struggling. I'm struggling for storage space as well. I'm struggling for storage space. I recently got VR. I recently got some VR. Is there anybody that loves VR in the audience here today? So I recently got VR. I'm getting into VR, but I find that it's so hard because I'm a big guy. I'm a big guy. I'm a tall guy. I have a long arm span. I have a long wingspan. I have a long. I'm kind of like. I kind of have like. I could have been I was kind of like a basketball player. And I find myself, I'm putting on these VR goggles, and I'm knocking over everything. My priceless artifacts, my priceless gaming statues, my deluxe editions of all these games, and I'm finding them. They're knocked over. They're on the ground. My beautiful 16-inch statue of Tracer from Overwatch.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's not amazing because I'm in VR. I'm playing Rick and Morty's Rictaculous Adventure, and I'm spinning because you're supposed to spin in order to summon the little Meekseeks. I'm spinning around, and I hear and I look down, and there's my 16-inch statue of Tracer Overwatch on the ground, broken, little pieces. The guns her hands have broken off. The guns are everywhere. One of her little hair spikes have broken off, and I'm sitting there, my heart has sunk into my chest, and I am on the verge of tears. Because they only made 155 of those, They only made 155 of those. And out of 155, I only own 3 of them. So I'm sitting there and I'm heartbroken, but then I realize, maybe it is a good thing because now the other ones that I own are even more valuable.
Well, like, the crazy thing is, I think, about VR is that, like, you can't feel the character's pain in VR, but, like, the character can kind of feel your pain. And I think that's, like, it's crazy how they got it to work one way, but not the other. Like, while you're in VR, you can still feel, like, regular pain.
Well, I'm not sure about regular pain, but like,
but like when I'm in VR and I like hit my hand on something, I'm like, oh damn, my hand. But like when I'm in VR and my character gets killed, I'm not like, ouch, I got killed. you know.
Oh.
So it's kind of like it's something where the technology works like sometimes, but not. It's
Well, the
not like
technology
super
just
reliable
hasn't.
yet.
It just hasn't caught up yet. It's not reliable. It's not. It's not there. It's not where it needs to be. I think, and that's the big kind of problem with all this new technology. All this new technology, especially these days, technology just comes out. It just comes out, and nobody. There's no quality control anymore. They don't have any quality control. All of that's been replaced by AI. You know, and so it comes out and things just don't work. I remember back. Do you guys remember back when things used to work in this country?
You know, and things used to be fun too.
Things used to be fun too. I remember back when things used to just work in this country, you know? And I'm wondering why we got so far kind of away from when things used to work in this country, you know? I'm just saying there was a time in America where we used to make things that worked, and now we're
And you know,
now
it's
we're-
because of all this politics. Everyone's
politics.
thinking about politics now, and it's like
it's
no one has any
politics.
time to think of how stuff works because they're all too busy thinking of politics.
The problem with today is that politics have started to affect kind of America's great industries, you know? It's
Yeah,
America.
like yeah, America was always like when I was a kid, I didn't hear nearly as much stuff about politics, right?
When I was a kid,
and now you
I didn't
hear
even know
about
what politics were.
every day. Yeah,
Yeah. When I was a kid, I didn't even know what politics were. You know, I remember getting to come home early one day, and I you know, I didn't know what politics were. I didn't know what politics were. I was just happy that I was home. I didn't know that you know, planes hit the towers. I was just happy to have a half day at school, you know. And now the problem with all the politics today is you know, there's just too much of it.
yeah.
There's just too much of it.
It's kind of like how are kids supposed to like grow up and still be kids when they're constantly, you know, there's all
When they're
this
constantly being
politics
told
and
about politics.
Mm.
What do you think, Ivan?
Politics is just a bit too much, man. I'm gonna say that now. Too much.
You're
Can you
saying
tell
it
us-
like it is. That's what I've always admired about you.
Yeah, I always admired
Is
Ivan.
that-
I think Ivan really speaks his mind. Ivan really says what's on his mind.
Like even if it's unpopular, like what you
Even if
just
it's
said,
unpopular. Ivan's always just saying like the most unpopular, controversial stuff. Ivan is always just saying like
Just
stuff
'cause
that
he
I
believes
can't
it.
even repeat. I can't even repeat some of the stuff that he says. I don't even know if he believes all the stuff he says. I think sometimes Ivan is just saying things just to kind of push the envelope. Just because that's the kind of guy that Ivan is. Ivan's always pushing the envelope, and he's always kind of like, and he's always like really kind of toting that fine line of what's socially acceptable. You
and
know?
that's what America needs more of in this age where there's too much
I think America
politics,
needs more
you know?
agitators in
We need
politics.
Yeah, we need more guys going around towing the line of what is acceptable.
I think we need more guys going around just like kind of really pushing the limits of free speech. I'm a big fan of all those auditing channels. You know those free speech auditors?
Yeah.
No.
You don't know what
Like
those
the
free
guy
speech
who,
auditors, Ivan?
No.
So
Wait, are you
Simple
talking about the
life.
guy who like commentates over traffic stops?
I'm talking about him, but he's kind of like an armchair kind of revolutionary. I'm talking about
yeah, I mean,
I'm talking about people that go to public buildings and start putting cameras in people's faces to make them uncomfortable, so that the cops will get called and he can fight. He can like argue with the cops. I think those people are national heroes. I think those people are American heroes. Every single one of them. Every single one of them.
Yeah,
They're doing.
when I was a kid, I remember I met Fed Smoker. I met Fed Smoker in a Sheets, actually. He was,
he was buying K2 Spice at the time. And he shoved the camera in my face. He said, "What's this little ass kid doing here? Someone get this kid out of here."
That's rude.
And like my mother freaked out. She called the cops because he was just following us around the store with the camera. And that day I really got to see, like, I had a strong kids these days don't have any male role models to look up to, like Fed Smoker was. And him yelling at that, municipal cop about the scheme he was doing to kill all the families. That was the first time I'd ever seen a guy just really say what was on his mind, say kind of F the authority,
We need more people like that. Sometimes I just like to go into post offices and just act completely belligerent. Just to kind of, express my rights, just kind of express my First Amendment rights. It's a public space.
That's why
I'm
we
allowed
got
to be
him.
here. You can't tell me to leave. It's a public space. I think we need more people kind of pushing the bounds of the First Amendment. I actually did take a my cousin, my second cousin, actually, on my mother's side, my second cousin actually recently went to France. And we're kind of we think very much alike, me and them. We think very much alike. We're always kind of trying to push the bounds of the law and of what you can do in this country. So he goes to the Eiffel Tower, and he just starts yelling at the employees at the Eiffel Tower. Just the person that operates the lift there. And they arrest him. Could you believe that? They arrested him. And he found out that France doesn't have the First Amendment. In fact, France doesn't have any amendments. They don't use the Constitution.
That's crazy.
They don't.
Yeah, they don't.
Like,
they don't use the Constitution over there.
Wow.
If you're like, what the hell then do they have? Do they have like?
I don't know. It's anarchy over there, I think. It's kind of Mad Max rules over there.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So is it bad? Is it bad to go there as a vacation though?
I wouldn't go there. Personally, but not because of the First Amendment, but because everything smells like pee. That's the other kind of big issue that my cousin brought up to me. He went to Paris and
That ain't bad.
it all smelled like pee. Did you just say that's not bad?
That's like, yeah, it's not bad. It's like me going to downtown LA and it just smells like pee. That's fine. People need to get used to that shit. I mean, get used to with that stuff. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Ivan, can you please not be so grotesque? This is public access television, Ivan.
Well,
have you been to any other countries, Ivan?
Yes.
What country? What other countries have you been to?
Mexico.
How was that?
It was great. A lot of great, smiling people, getting to know one another, and I met some really mean folks. But
You met some mean folks.
yeah, I had some mean folks before.
He
but
met the cartel, and he was taken hostage for 18 hours.
Well,
they were gonna
nice
cut his head off.
They were nice after they mistaken me by someone else. They gave
Tell
me
me,
food.
please tell me what happened. I'm genuinely curious. What happened, Ivan?
Well, I went in and just having some, cervezas and having some tacos and stuff like that, and it was amazing, and just hanging out. And then I heard some gunshots, and then I see everything black. I don't know what was going on. I woke up, and then
Did you die?
no, I'm alive. I'm alive. Okay, but they were asking me questions. They were asking me about like, who do I know? Where do you come from? And I said, hey, I'm American.
I said, hey, I know Pablo. Don't attack me. Don't take me. Pablo's Cuban. I thought Pablo was Colombian. That's why it didn't work.
Mexico.
That's why it didn't work.
Oh, you got a ticket too?
I was actually kidnapped.
Really.
I was actually kidnapped. For about 4 hours. I was kidnapped by the police.
Mm-hmm.
And they kidnapped me for about 4 hours. And they kept me in this little room. For about 4 hours. Because I was, according to them, I was harassing a Taco Bell employee, when in reality I was just expressing my First Amendment rights. I'm glad that I live in America. Is all I have to say. I'm glad that I live in America.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
So-
hell yeah.
Delia?
Hell yeah, brother.
Delia.
That's right. Now, so the police in my town have been doing something crazy, where, like, they've always followed me, right? But now they've got this thing where anything that's painted the color red, they can actually see through. So I've been repainting the entire inside of my house, to remove all the red. And now, like, when I'm in public, I'm like always looking for red things, because like they can at least in the town where I live, they can at least see like use that as a camera, like they can connect it to Bluetooth.
You're a Democrat?
I don't want to get into politics.
Let's not get into politics
'Cause
right
I
now.
think
Let's not
there's
get
too
into
much
politics. I think
Oh,
there's too much
I see.
politics on television right now. But it is really crazy how the government is
Yeah, they're just allowed to do this. They're just allowed
how
to
the government,
like.
how they're just kind of they're always spying on you. It is kind of it is kind of wild how the government is just constantly spying on you. And I think that I just want to say I support our boys in blue. I support our boys in blue, but our boys in black with the sunglasses on, I don't support those guys. At all. Men in Black was based on a true story. That's based on real
So
that's
I've
based on real
actually met
sightings.
like the real life K.
You met Tommy Lee Jones?
No, like the guy K was based on.
Will Smith?
Oh. Not Will Smith, K.
Because like those movies are like, it's them making fun of us, right? Like, oh, we can make this movie about this stuff even though we do it. But I was actually
I was at a 7-Eleven a few years back,
Mhm.
and I did run into a man. He was kind of like disheveled. He looked like he'd been outside for a long time, and we got to talking, and he told me, "Yeah, I'm Kay from Men in Black. I did all those things, and now I'm retired, and I just kind of live around here."
Was he a really nice guy?
He was surprisingly down to earth.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's just you never know when you're gonna meet like a celebrity or an important person. Because this was in like Bellingham, Washington.
Washington.
I think it's absolutely amazing. You're right. You're 100% right when you say that. When you say that you could just meet any of the any celebrities at the drop of a hat, at the drop of a dime. I was actually at the wonderful Canterbell Chicken, just off of exit 25. My desk is falling over. I was actually at the wonderful Canterbell Chicken off the exit of 95, and I actually ran into the guy from Stranger Things.
Wait, which guy?
The guy from Stranger Things.
Wow, the guy.
Not one of the main cast, but he was in Stranger Things. He was in a couple episodes in the first season. And you know, and I think it's that's what I love so much about this town. Is there's so, you know, it's such a cultural hub. It's such a cultural hub, and it's getting better every day. And I think now that we have this television show, we can really bolster the popularity and the influence of this town. And I want to make it kind of like a new Hollywood town, kind of like a
Yeah.
new New York City, but less woke. You know, I kind of want to make it like a. I kind of
sleeper?
want to make it. No, I want to make it like a new kind of place.
More
where
George Washington than George Clooney, you know?
Or George Clooney.
Do you know George Clooney?
I heard of him, but like, what can you highlight me? Like,
He
what
was
is he famous
he was
about?
one of
Well,
the
basically,
James
he's
Bonds.
woke.
Yeah.
That he needs to sleep more.
That's right.
Okay.
So, you have any dreams involving political figures recently?
I did, but I can't, you know, I can't go into too much detail about them, unfortunately. But yeah, I just got the show. I don't
Oh,
know. I
yeah.
you know, Mayor Jorge Pachulo is really kind of looking at me to start off strong, set a great example. So I don't want to rock the boat too much. I don't want to rock the boat too much, but you know, there are some political figures. You know, there are some political figures that I do dream about, and you know, and the dreams, they go on for a long time, and they're not so much dreams, you know, like sleeping dreams. They're kind of daydreams, and I'm afraid that if I said them on air, they could be used against me in the future, to kind of like prove premeditation. And I just don't want to kind of open myself up for a can of worms. I don't want to open up. I don't want to. I don't want to kind of open myself up to a can of worms. I don't want to open up myself to any legal battles. You know how people are these days. Everyone's so litigious. Everyone's
Yeah.
always constantly
Especially the
suing each other.
politicians.
Especially
you know?
politicians.
I don't want to get sued by a politician.
I don't want to get sued by a politician. These people, they have lawyers on retainer. You know, that's something I should get. I should get lawyers on retainer. You don't think Jimmy Fallon
I
has
didn't
a
need
lawyer?
retainers. My teeth came in fine.
Do you know any good lawyers?
Do I know good lawyers? No.
I know one.
Nope, not for me.
Who's the good lawyer? You know.
Better Call Saul. He's a good lawyer, right? I always see him all over the TV.
Can we
Poster.
talk
That
about Can we
is-
talk about Better Call Saul's John Wick movie? Better Call
Really?
Saul did this John Wick movie, and I appreciated that it wasn't woke, right? I thought it was a great movie because it wasn't woke. I thought John Wick was a little too woke, but I thought this movie was just perfect. It was such a romp. It was such a riot. It was such a kind of an action-packed kind of action thriller. And it was very it was very reminiscent of like the 80s action movies, but it was also like very modern. You know, it was like a modern take on 80s action move. Fuck! I'm down.
You okay? You okay? You alright?
Track
Where's
me.
your-
Track
where's
me.
your- where's the assistant? Assistant,
Track
help
me.
him. I wish I could help you.
I'm pinned under the mic.
You're pinned under the mic.
The mic's pinning him, guys.
Track me.
Track you what?
Track me.
Camera guy, track him.
Closer. Zoom in closer. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm okay. Show's not going the way I was hoping.
This thing, something they don't expect. Now,
Are you okay?
I'm alright.
He looks hurt.
Do we call the ambulance?
No, I don't have insurance. I don't have insurance. Don't call the ambulance. I'm fine.
You sure?
I'll go to urgent care tomorrow. I know a guy. He's a vet, but he does some stuff after hours.
What a nice guy.
Position 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just show business. It's unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's like they say, the show must go on.
I'm glad you're okay.
Even if you did suffer a microphone injury.
What do you call those?
Nate, can you do something while I just stretch my
So
back
what
out,
inspired
please?
you to dress like Seinfeld for this?
Nate, can you talk to Ivan? I just got at my back.
Wait, I just like Seinfeld, or he does. Wait, hold on a minute. What do you mean?
He's kind of dressed like Seinfeld.
I actually didn't think about it. He actually does.
Yeah, look at that. Oh man.
Track me.
He's red, white, and
So-
blue. I like this.
Yeah, he's in America colors, which is so good in this day and age. They're trying to make America illegal or something. I don't know.
This is an American show, right?
Yeah, there's an American show, I think.
Sweet. That's great.
Yeah, it's good. I guess it's good.
Oh. Any great movies you watched?
Oh yeah, I saw the new Martin Scorsese movie.
Oh, nice.
Too bad it was woke. You know?
What about what is it?
Oh yeah, I
Five
did
Nights
see
at
Five
Freddy's.
Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's is my movie of the year. The media is trying to bury it because it's not woke. It's, Five Nights at Freddy's stands up for America in a time where it seems illegal to do so,
I want to say it was way better than Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, honestly. Because it's like Mario is an old game. You can really only get so much out of a game where you basically only do one or two things. Unlike Five Nights at Freddy's, which is like a whole series where you do a lot of things, right?
Uh-huh. You look at different cameras.
You look at the cameras, you close the doors,
right?
And those are just some of the things you can do in Five Nights at Freddy's.
Don't forget that you have to control the power before it shuts down. It was great.
Yeah, you have to close the doors sometimes, but then
Shut
keep
the
them
fuck up
open.
about Five Nights at Freddy's. Who gives a shit about Five Nights at Freddy's?
Whoa, hey, it's a good,
Whoa.
Who
it's
gives
a
a
good
shit about
American
Five Nights at
show.
We're gonna
Freddy's?
get an FCC fine.
You're right.
Wait, what does that mean? My first time being in TV. What does that
We're
mean?
here in the Rivers Cuomo studio. We're back with Please Be Seated.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oof.
You okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Mentally or physically?
I'm fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I want to tell you guys something. So the other day, fuck, my mic stand keeps losing legs. I've lost the second pair of legs. I'm losing all the mic stand. I've lost all the legs from the mic stand except one.
Hey, you're doing great.
It's barely legs anymore.
You're doing great, man.
It's barely legs anymore.
They're always saying in show business, you gotta break a leg.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
So, I have to go to the hospital. I have to go to urgent care. I can't afford to go to the hospital. I don't have insurance. So I wanna end this thing strong. I want to thank you guys for coming here today. Before I let you all go here, I want to tell you guys a joke. So there was a brilliant scientist. There was a brilliant mind, and he studies all the great physicists. He studies all the great physicists from all over the world. He studies Albert Einstein. He studies Neil deGrasse Tyson. All kind of the greatest, the greatest scientists in the world, and he's a student from them. And his biggest dream is to discover time travel. His biggest dream is to discover time travel. So he goes to school, and he gets a 4.0 on his GPA, a perfect score. He gets all A's all throughout high school, all throughout college. He gets a scholarship, and he goes to the most prestigious colleges. He goes to Ivy School leagues. He goes to Yale, and he travels around a little bit. He goes to Yale. He goes to Columbia. And so he goes to Yale, he goes to Columbia, and he graduates those with magna cum laude honors, the best honors, the highest in his class. Valedictorian of the year. And as soon as he's out of college, he turns around and he gets a grant, from the U.S. government. He turns around and he gets a grant from the U.S. government, and he finally gets to put the greatest mind in America. The greatest mind in America. He finally gets to dedicate all his mind, all his power. He gets scores and scores, hundreds of the most brilliant, brightest minds from all over the world. He gets guys from China, the best, the brightest. He gets guys from Japan. He gets guys from Korea. The best and the brightest from all over the world. He gets a couple of people from Australia. Even there's some smart people down there. Even down in Australia. And I'm lost. I don't know where the joke is. I hit my head when I was falling. And they work tirelessly night and day. They work tirelessly night and day, every night, every day, in order to discover the theory of time travel. In order to discover the theory of time travel, and they finally discover it after many hard years. After many hard years. After many hard years, they finally discover it, and he Eureka, he says Eureka. He has this big swirling blue portal, this big swirling blue undulating portal inside of this secret government laboratory that's billions and billions of dollars have been poured into the greatest minds all around the world, and he and he goes and he goes to his colleague and he says, finally we've discovered it. We've discovered time travel. And his colleague is so excited because he's also been working for years and years. He spent decades of his life. He's estranged from his wife. His kids hate him. He didn't see his father's funeral because he was working so hard. And he says, finally, we can go back in time. What should we do now that we can go back in time? We have to use this technology responsibly. We have to use this technology responsibly. We can go back in time and we can kill Hitler. We can go back in time to the year 0 AD and see the birth of Christ. We can go back in time and we can meet Plato, and we can visit the Library of Alexandria. And the genius scientist that has dedicated all his life, he says, no, I don't want to go to any of those times. I don't want to go to any of those times. I want to go to prehistoric times. I want to go to prehistoric times because I want to go to prehistoric times because secretly all along the reason I wanted to go back in time is because I'm a dinosaur piss fetishist. That's the secret. The whole time I was a dinosaur piss fetishist. And while I was working on this it's so hot. While I was working on this technology, I also invented a device. That I can plug it into my ears, and it's a little radar, and it'll pick up any sounds of any dinosaurs pissing. Ooh. I've been waiting for this so long. And he steps through the portal, and they try to stop him at first, but he manages to slip by them, and he steps through the portal. And he's finally in prehistoric times, and he looks around, and he marvels at all the beautiful dinosaurs, and dinosaurs. He goes, wow, dinosaurs actually did have feathers all along. Wow. Dinosaurs actually did have feathers all along. And he looks at them, and they're bright, and they're beautiful, and they're amazing. And he turns on his device, and he starts scanning, and he picks up something, and he goes and he cuts through the bush, and he cuts through the trees, and he pokes his little head out of an ancient ficus, and he pokes his head out of an ancient ficus, and he looks, and he marvels at this giant T-Rex just taking a piss, going hard, going at it. And he's like, wow, wow, this is everything I wished for. This is everything I've wished for. And and he tunes his device a little bit to a different sound, and he once again he's cutting through the brush, the ancient foliage, the rank herbage that permeates in this prehistoric forest, in this prehistoric jungle. And he pokes his little head out, and he goes, "Wow, wow." There's a triceratops just pissing away. And he's watching this magnificent creature. And he's watching this magnificent creature, and all of a sudden he's grabbed from behind. He's grabbed from behind, and it's the scientist, it's his colleagues. They've come to grab him, to stop him from doing irreparable damage to the timeline. We don't know what he's changed. We don't know who he's changed. Things are different now in the future. So they take him back to the future, and they put him in an interrogation room, and they start interrogating him. And he says, And he says, and he says, where's my phone? And he said, I can't believe you guys, took me. I can't believe you guys took me away. I was so close. While I was there. For you, it was only a mere 20 minutes, but for me, I had lived a lifetime in the past. For me, I have lived a lifetime. I had seen things that no man has ever seen before. I had seen things in the dawn of creation that no man has ever seen before, and no man will ever see again. Truly amazing, truly wonderful things, and I was so close. I had almost seen every single dinosaur urinate, which was my goal, which was the stated goal of the character earlier on in the joke. That was his goal the whole time. I'd almost seen every single dinosaur urinate, but unfortunately I couldn't see one. I couldn't find one. I could never find the pterodactyl pissing because the P is silent. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I love you all so much. Thank you so much. You've made this a fantastic evening. You've made this a fantastic evening. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate all of you guys so much. I love you all so much. Thank you so much. We are going to be back another time. We're going to be back another time with more of the what is this show called? Nietzsche, what is this show called?
Please take your seats.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, our guest famous Ivan.
Where did his tie go?
I don't Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Big Pog. Thank you.
I can't. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank
you
you.
so much. Have a great night. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for showing love to the channel. Thank you so much for showing love to the channel. Thank you so much, Ivan. I'm gonna let you go.
All right, bye.
Goodbye. I don't know how to find you. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing love to the channel. Thank you so much, everybody. I care for all of you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for donating to the channel. I can't read any comments. I don't know how to read any comments. I have a fucked setup. My setup's too fucked.
If all these people came.
Goodbye, everybody. I can't find the song. There it is. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much, K-Sids. Shogun, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs, Shogun. I bet all of you guys are regretting donating to me. But that's all right. But that's okay. You can't cancel it anymore. So it's fine. Thank you so much, Roaring Flames. Thank you so much for the 14. Thank you so much for the 1,400 bits. 1,400 bits. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. God's Fire. Thank you so much. God's Fire. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. I notice how thank you so much. I don't know why the song's not longer. I need a longer loop of this fucking song. Thank you so much. Tentacle Meow, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much for the sub. Darth, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. I think I might have killed Darth. I think Darth might be dead. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Darth. I appreciate it, man. Darth, a great guy. I killed him, though. Shimble, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much, Shimble. Silvers, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Silvers, thank you so much, man. Bin Boy, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bin Boy. Thank you so much, Bin Boy. I put it on loop, so the song should loop now. Yeah, there it is. I don't know where my mouse went. Dragon Slayer, thank you so much for the gift sub. Thank you for donating to the show. All the proceeds from the show go back into the show. They pay this little orphan boy that I'm getting to keep the camera going. I'm getting him to move the camera. I'm not paying him any money, but I do have to spend gas money to pick him up. Advanced Hominid, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much, Advanced Hominid. God's Fire, thank you so much. God's Fire, thank you so much. Let me just go back and give an extra special thanks. Shimble, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. I just want to give you an extra special thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shimble. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much. Your donations are so appreciated, Shimble. Thank you so much, Darth. Thank you so much, Darth, for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs, Darth. Thank you so much. I love you. God's Fires, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs, God's Fire. Extra special thank you to you, dude. Thank you so much. If you can help me figure out how to get the orange, if you can help me figure out how to get the orange, bowl gif on Discord, please let me know. I don't know how to do it. The one that's on Twitch is a different one. Roaring Flames, thank you, man. Thank you immensely. Shogun Gojira, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs, Shogun. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. I wish you the best. I don't think I can rate anybody. I should, but I don't think I can. Goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna make someone I'm gonna host a Hunger Games style show and make somebody an admin so that they can do stuff for me for no pay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, so much, and thank you, everyone in Cutlet, New York. Thank you, everyone in Cutlet, New York. I wish all of you the best. Thank you so much. Here's coming at you, Cutlet, New York. I'll see you next week.